Well, I'll tell you, the community of El Paso is strong. And I got to say, I just finished visiting with a number of people who were shot on Saturday. And it is inspiring to see the strength, to see the love, to see the community coming together. Saturday morning, El Paso and all of Texas and all of the country saw the face of evil. We saw a bigoted, hateful lunatic strike right at the heart of Texas. Well, I'll tell you, I have been to too damn many of these. The last 2 years, this is the third mass shooting I've been to. I've been in the sanctuary in Sutherland Springs right after that shooting. I've been on the ground in Santa Fe right after that shooting. When we were kids, this was not a thing. This was not something we dealt with. And there's something profoundly wrong. There's a loss of community. There's a loss of faith that is tearing us apart. And I think all of us, listen, there are public policy steps we can and should take, but there are also steps in the community of just showing love and responding. Let me say critically, I will not say his name, and let me encourage everyone in media never to utter this monster's name. We know in this sort of instance that often mental illness plays a critical role, that people who commit sick acts of mass murder like this are often dealing with very severe mental illness. The natural question is, what were the warning signs? What were the warning signs when he was in school? What were the warning signs in terms of encounters with law enforcement, in terms of mental health issues? And what could have been done to stop it? How could we have stepped in and prevented that? I think it is unfortunate seeing politicians trying to politicize a tragedy like this. Sadly, hate has no partisan alliances, and we've seen mass murders with people politically that are on the left or on the right, but they all share in common mental illness, and that they're deranged, and that they're hateful and murderous. And I think everyone in the political arena needs to just ratchet down the rhetoric. Now, I'll tell you, I have read this so-called manifesto, and it is hateful, it is horrific, and this murderer was a bigoted, hateful, white supremacist terrorist. And I am confident that state law enforcement, that federal law enforcement, I'm glad the Department of Justice has announced they're going to prosecute him as a terrorist.